So my last step is going to be connecting and mirroring the wing. Now, most insects have two sets of wings. I'm only going to be doing one, and most insects, the wing would probably tuck up into a little inset somewhere in this structure. But to make my life easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two of these faces. Let me turn symmetry off for the moment. I think these two faces here. I'm going to extrude them and I'm going to do a little bit of offsetting. Maybe a 0.1. That gives me this nice little tiny face that I can take and delete. That's where I'm going to attach the wing. Now the first thing to note about this opening is that it has only got 6 edges. I'm going to make my wing out of a polygon primitive cube. And I use cubes anytime I want to really reduce or control the number of edges that I'm working with. So this is going to be perfect. Let's pull this up here, maybe over here. Scale it so that it's really thin, really long. And now if I go into my inputs, when I look at my subdivisions, here's what width does. One of those is all I need. That's it. No more. Height, I don't need any. Those are coming in along this side here, and they're just going to make the wing more square. Depth goes this way, and I can have as many as I want. These are the things that are going to help me shape the wing out. The grasshopper really has very simple wings. Let me take this and just rotate it like that. Maybe we'll rotate it like that for the moment. You can see that they're just a little bit round down here. So I'll go into vertex mode, grab these vertices, turn on my soft select, and we'll just narrow this down a little bit. And then maybe in edge mode, come here, make that a little bit wider. That's going to be about it. If I'm feeling really fancy, I can take this middle edge and just move it a little bit so that the wing gets a little curved this way. I'm going to take my wing pivot point, move this over to the wing base, maybe like that. And now I can rotate. I'm going to move the wing over by my wing opening. And position it. I don't want it interlacing with my legs, but that's about the only rule. Oh, that looks pretty good. In face mode, 1, 2, delete, that gives me 6 edges. Perfect. So at this point, I can take these two things, I can combine them. In edge mode, I'll take that edge, bridge, and it looks like bridge is doing something kind of funny. It does that every now and then. It just puts a little fold in where there shouldn't be any folding. So I'm going to undo this, and instead of bridging, I'm going to go through this the manual way. When I was your age, this was the only way to connect things. In object mode, in my shift right click menu, there's a tool called Append to Polygon. With Append to Polygon, I can click on this edge, I can click on this edge, and when I press Enter, a new face will be formed between my two clicks. G will restart the tool, and the only trick with this is that you have to be very particular and click on edges. Do 2 edges at a time, then press Enter and G to restart. And I'll go all the way around this way. See, that one, I didn't click on the edge carefully enough, and I made a triangle. The delete key will step you backwards when you're in Append to Polygon, so I can try that again. Press Enter, G, and last one, Enter. So Append works great anytime that Bridge doesn't. Now before I mirror this one last time, I just want to check and make sure that my wing is not crossing my axis of symmetry, and it looks like it is. So I'll go to Edge Mode and just start very discreetly moving and scaling some of the edges towards the base of the wing. That'll give me a rounder shape anyway, so that's a good thing. And that's probably good enough. So there we go. We will do one last mirror. Make sure that I am right on that center line. Yep, that looks good. So I'll do a little bit of cleanup here. I am going to start by deleting my history. I will make sure that this object is named. This is the grasshopper. I'm also going to make sure that it is on the grasshopper layer by right-clicking on the layer and using Add Selected Objects. And finally, over here in my outliner, there's my image plane group. This second curve, that was my antenna curve, so I might as well name it while I remember what it is. Take these and group them into a construction group. And then take the grasshopper model, its 2 eyes, and group them together into a grasshopper group. Now my grasshopper is all done and ready to be handed in. As always, please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck with your own insects. Talk to you soon.